term, no, my classes, this term, no? Having been born in Saudi Arabia, Bab grew up in a conservative country with even more conservative parents. He graduated SHS with highest honors, and as his batch's salutatorian. However, if your first impression of Bab is that he looks like a quote-unquote fuckboy, babaero, red flag, and more, you're not the first to have thought of that and certainly won't be the last. Sabi niya rito, he's heard it all. And speaking of red flags, he just shifted to BS Civil Engineering. So maybe it was his true calling after all. Maybe something else. Who knows? Because Bab sure as hell doesn't. Palakpakan natin, pangsara ng ating term si Bab.
Before I begin, I would just like to give a trigger warning as I will be talking about the concept of death in this. And also this other disclaimer, this conversation could be mentally taxing, so if you feel like you need to get out of the room, feel free to do so. Okay, so hi everyone. Ingat muna tayo. Breathe in. Ano yun? In breath? In breath? In breath? In breath? In breath? Andito na tayo sa huli na. So, let's try to lend our ears and just one last, have an open mind. Andito na tayo. Okay. So, on the 14th of February, 1990, there was a man-made spacecraft named Voyager 1. Now, Voyager 1 was built here on Earth with the sole purpose of going as far out as possible into space. And when it was 6.4 billion kilometers away, or 4 billion miles if you're American, when it was 6.4 billion kilometers away from Earth, the Voyager 1 turned around for one last time and captured this photo. Now, at first glance, the photo doesn't seem much. You know, it just looks like a dark, cold pit. How we usually think of space, diba? Empty and void. But if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it, but if you look closely, you'll notice that small bluish, I know it looks white, but it's a small bluish dot. Yan, sino may color? Small bluish dot there. Now, what do you think this dot can possibly be? Anyone? Just shout it out. Well, no, it's the Earth. Exactly, it's the Earth. And not only is that the Earth, but that pale blue dot, that's us. That's us. 8 billion plus people, lahat ng tao dito ngayon sa silid-aralan nito, that minuscule dot, that's us. Now, when I try to make sense of this perspective and in this astronomical scale, you might feel like kung ano yung naramdaman ko dati nung una ko ito nakita. It made me feel so diminished, so fragile. I mean, tignan mo naman planeta natin. We look so small and insignificant. And the more I thought about it, the more I contemplated, does our existence here actually have any significance? At the core of it all, do our lives actually matter? If our planet seems so insignificant in the universe, then why are we here? What's our purpose? What if you died? What if I died? What if we died? What if we died? Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm deeply afraid of dying. I don't want to be bedridden when I'm old and gray. I don't want my life withering away to an incurable disease that's no one ever heard of. I don't want to die alone. I'm deeply terrified of dying alone. But at the same time, I've always been fascinated or intrigued by the whole idea of death and immorality. Or immortality, sorry. With the whole idea of death and immortality. I mean, yeah, I've always been fascinated by that too, but by death by death and immortality. Yung isang bagay na hindi natin matatakasan, kamatayan. Maybe that's why favorite color ko rin na black. But I think that fascination is attributed to the fact that I have never felt the true feeling of grief and loss. Both of my sisters are still here, both of my parents are still here. Although I've lost many relatives before, like I've lost, I think all of my grandparents, never ko sila nakilala and I was never close to them. So I still don't know what it feels like to truly lose someone. Hopefully I'm not jinxing that, but I still haven't felt what it's like to lose someone. And I know I'm probably in the minority when I say that, but the fact that we can never truly know what happens when we die. The fact that alam natin na dadating din. Alam natin, we are sure of it, that it will happen. We are certain of it. Yet, in this world full of technological advancements and millions of information coming in every day, yet the certainty with death comes with so much uncertainty. That's what captivates me. Kasi kung iisipin ko, nothing I have done in the past, nothing I am doing right now, and nothing I will do in the future, nothing I do will change the structure of the universe. Kung mamatay man ako, mamatay man kayo, iikot pa rin ang mundo. The sun will still rise, it will still set. Kung mamatay man tayo, people are still going to wake up to go to their jobs. So why are we here? Why were we put in that dot in this universe? But okay, let's set aside muna yung universe na yan and let's focus on us, humans, us individuals. Maybe to know why we are here, maybe we should look what our purpose is. So, what's our purpose here? What's your purpose? Well, for some of you might have already figured out what that might be or have already envisioned what your goal is. Maybe some of you have already figured out that you want to live for personal happiness and success. Or some of you might have figured out that you want to live for family and for love through meaningful connections and relationships. Or you might want to live to change the world and society to a better place by changing the status quo. Or simply, you're living here because you want to serve a higher being through faith and devotion. If that's your purpose, then that's good. Kung ano man yung purpose mo, whatever that may possibly be, your sense of purpose gives you a sense of motivation, a sense of drive. It gives you something to believe in and something to stand for. That in a world full of uncertainty, having a sense of purpose gives you clarity. So, if you haven't found your purpose and you're expecting me to teach you how to discover your purpose, to discover what you're here for, well, I'm not. Because I can't. Because I sure as hell don't even know mine. Simple as that. I don't know why I am here. Or at least I thought I did. Kasi last year, I thought I found my purpose. And I know it's going to be cringy, but I thought yung purpose ko is yung jowa ko. Because nung kami nung grade 12, and basta not only did I feel I was truly in love, but I felt at peace. Okay. Not only did I feel in love, but I felt at peace. And kala ko nung kami nung grade 12, kala ko na-figure out ko ng buhay ko na graduate kami ng senior high, which we did. Tapos uwi kami dito, kasi di ba, galing kami, kaklase ko siya nung nasa Saudi. Graduate kami, uwi kami dito, tapos magka-college kami together. And then, pag-graduate namin ng college in 4 or 5 years, kala ko, doon ako mag-propose. I know that's crazy to think about as someone as young, but that it felt real. It it felt right. But evidently it wasn't, and the whole idea of love, the whole purpose of love for me now, it seems like a distant memory. So, what about God and religion? I mean, billions of people are religiously affiliated. My parents are the most religious and conservative people I know, so who says I can't be? Well, I've tried to find God many times. I've tried to find God, but unfortunately, I still haven't. So the idea of religion, God, and faith, they're all seem a stranger to me. Well, how about career and success? As UP students, no? Well, first, the course I'm in right now is not even my dream course. Nag-shift lang ako kasi gusto ko takasan yung una kong course. The course that I'm in right now, not even my dream course because I don't have a dream course. I don't have a dream job. I don't know what I want to do 5, 10, 50 years from now. UP, not even my dream school. I don't have a dream school. I don't have an end goal. And I've grown to accept that. I've grown to accept na I've lost my purpose of love. I've lost to accept that I couldn't find God. I've grown to accept that I don't have an end goal. But that's something that I struggled with initially because I was raised to be a scholar student. I was raised to be a high achiever. I was molded to be this perfectionist. I was always encouraged all my life to achieve and always strive for something in everything that I do. And yet, here I am, at a point in my life where it feels so devoid of ambition, devoid of purpose, of significance, of meaning. And nagsiselos ako dun sa mga tao kapag sinasabi nila na I feel like I was born to do this. Have you met someone like that? I feel like I was born to do this. I feel like I was born for this advocacy. I feel like I was born to do this, to be that. And nagsiselos ako because technically, I wasn't even supposed to be born. What do I mean? It's okay, you can laugh because it's kind of funny, but I might have been an accident. Because, okay, ganito. Nung grade 10 ako, tinanong ko nanay ko, Ma, aksidente ba ako? Because pinanganak ako 2002, dalawang ate, 1996, 1997. So, year disparity pa lang is already suspicious. So, I just asked her. Habang siyang namamalan siya, nung grade 10 ako, tinanong ko, Ma, aksidente ba ako? And she said in the most casual and nonchalant way, oh, aksidente ka. And for some reason, I appreciated that. It made sense. Hindi ako nasaktan, I wasn't sad or demoralized, but it gave a sense of relief. So when I'm saying all of this, I'm not trying to look for pity. I'm not trying to look for sympathy. I don't want you to feel bad for me or feel sorry. Ayoko magpakawa kayo. Because I'm not trying to hear, hey, you'll find what you're looking for as well, keep looking. Hey, you'll find something then, you'll find someone, just keep looking, you'll figure it out. I don't want to hear that. Instead, I'm here because I want to embrace the uncertainty that our lives embody. I want to embrace the seemingly insignificance of our lives. I want to embrace the idea of exploring life without a clear purpose, without fixed expectations. To be okay with the realization that you don't know anything and you haven't figured anything out. I want to embrace the idea of not living each day as if it were your last, not living each day, live each day fruitfully because every second counts. I just want to embrace the idea of just to live. Just to live. Because I think it's easy for us to think that we know more than we actually do. To think that in our world, everything is accounted for and accountable. We live in a world that's obsessed with seeking meaning and purpose in everything. Na bagong ganitong edad, dapat ganito ka na. Bago ka mamatay, dapat ito na mga makamit mo. We live in a world that puts constant pressure in us through expectations and comparisons. We live in a world that's so fast and daring that it forces us to be something or to be someone. We live in a world that simply makes us forget how to live. We live in a world, that world, this dot. And speaking about this dot again, I don't think anyone could have said it better when the late great American astronomer Carl Sagan said about this dot. He said, and I quote, "Look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you have ever loved, or every human being who ever was has lived there. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religion, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every breaker and creator of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme being, every hunter, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. That's us, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. So maybe our world is indeed insignificant. Maybe nothing we do or have done maybe nothing we do have any meaning at all. Maybe we're just endless blobs walking in and out of rooms at the end of the day. Maybe we're the only beings that matter in this universe. Or maybe we'll spend the rest of our lives not getting an answer. Who knows? But here's one thing I know, everyone, X6. Here's something I know. You are here. You're here on this dot, you're here on this planet, you are here in this universe. And perhaps that is enough of a reason. So, maybe before you try to be something, maybe before you try to be someone, maybe before you try to be a friend, before you be happy with mediocrity, before you be financially inclusive, maybe before magka-jowa ka, maybe before bago ka come out, maybe before you saan pa ba? Maybe before you remove your mask and be who you truly want to be, maybe all you have to do first is to just be. So, when I asked, what if we died? Who knows? And maybe that's a good thing, because maybe the right question that we should be asking is, what if we just live? I'm Macalimpao, and that's my story.